and this will receive a message ID. But let's leave it at ID because we're already using IDs in there. I'll just say here message, but we don't want to change this to an integer, so let's escape it instead, like so, and we're golden. Yes. Okay, so what do we got here? So we are reading a particular message ID, and then we get one item here. But the thing is, we're not given an ID of a single column or a single row. We're given a message ID, which is a thread, so there will be many rows with this very thread ID. So there are many rows where this whole thing is true, except let's use message ID here. And let's remove limit 1 because we want to get all of these guys. Now here, once we get the data, normally we would get only the first one here. But let me come back to our messages table. Yes. So as you can see here, we have deleted sender and deleted receiver. So depending who you are in that particular message. So in one thread, you can, from one message to another, you can be the sender or you can be the receiver. So it's important to look at each individual message and then delete the side that you are on. So for example, in here, this one is the sender clearly. So if this is the one that's deleting, we should delete the sender. We should mark this one as deleted and not the other one. So in this message, it's the same message ID, but here, this same person is the receiver. So at this particular time, we're supposed to delete that side. So it's an per message, per individual message. So that calls for a loop. So we're going to do all this and actually save, because this is the question here. Am I the sender? Then delete on the sender side. Am I the receiver? If I'm not the sender, then I'm the receiver, so delete on this other side. So we'll loop through each and every single result until we have them all done. So what I will say here is row. I will change that to row and say row. What am I looking for? I want to create an ID here, which I can use over there because I don't have this ID anymore. This is a message ID now. So I'll say my ID, something like this. My ID is equal to row ID with ID over there, like this. I will need those like so. Okay, good. No, actually row. Okay, yeah, row ID. And then let me put my ID over here like that, where the ID is equal to ID. Now where will we get this row? Well, we will get this from our loop. So let's do a loop here. We're looping through data. We don't need to know the key, but each data will be assigned to a particular row array like that. So let me move that block down here and punch it. That goes back. Okay, so looking good. So once we loop through here, we can decide per message what to do with it, and then we'll use the ID as the identifier of where to edit. And I think that's actually it. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a spin. Refresh and delete. Okay, apparently it didn't work all that well, did it now? Let's delete the thread. Delete. Looks like it deleted from one user but not the other. So let me browse here and see what's happening. So as you can see, it deleted all the receiver but not the sender here. So something must be wrong. So what did we do wrong here? So I would say my ID is equal to my ID. Yeah, so this is the problem right here. Row. I was supposed to put raw here and check using raw because data sender does not exist anymore because this is an array now. So I think that was my mistake. So let me reverse what I've done here. Let me set all the deleted receiver to 0. I'll just go to the SQL and I will say update messages set deleted receiver to 0 where the ID is greater than 0, meaning just do it to all the. Okay, so 4 rows affected. Very nice. Now we can see our zeros are back, so we can do another test run. Click delete thread, delete this thread. Okay, very nice. Now we have deleted every message in here. If we come back to the browse section, you will notice that it was choosing. See, some of them are deleted on the sender side, some of them on the receiver side. Pretty awesome. Now we have an invalid argument on line 242 in messages.php, not the one in classes. So let's go to messages.php. Line 242, which is right here. So it's like we are trying to loop through a non-array because it's saying invalid argument supplied for each. It expects an array, but it obviously got a no. So this is very easy to deal with. Let's just duplicate that. Put an if statement here. Say if is array. Let's only loop when it's an array. Yeah, not any other time. Let's open that bracket and let's push everything over like that. Voila, we are done. Delete thread. So this is idempotent because now, oh, there we go. So if we try to delete a thread that no files exist, we get a problem. So let's look at line 44 on delete.php. So line 44. There we go. So what exactly is it saying? Undefined offset 2. Ooh. Okay, so that's because we have nothing up there at the other side here. Okay, so it would be a good idea to check if this is set. So very simple. I'll say if is set, boom, then open bracket, close bracket, and that's it. Undefined variable message in on line 47. Wait a minute. Yeah, so we're trying to check for message here if it this is creating a mess, but let's just assign it to false at the beginning so that it exists for us to check here. Or what I could have done instead, I would have put an else statement here if it said, but no, actually I want it to run here and here at the same time, so this is better. Okay, so that's good. It knows how to handle the error. And delete thread here. You might just avoid showing delete thread when there's nothing to delete. So we can do that by going to messages.php and looking at the same delete button here. Then we can put an if statement right there where if we can say if is array data. So if that is an array, then let's do our thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so then it disappears when there are no messages. Okay, so we are good to go now. Now let me check for my messages here. Let me click, since I've deleted that thread, and I go to my messages, but I can still see the thread here and I don't want to see that, so let's fix that in the next video.